All right, we have some privacy. First time in the sauna with the camera in over a month or 2 months. So I'll get right to the point before another woman or man comes in with their cell phone. The first thing is that people come in with their cell phone and they're not really focused on detoxifying and resetting their brain chemistry. Okay, that's one thing that I'm focused on, is resetting my brain chemistry. I'm going to work on quitting THC again. So I'll be feeling a lot of emotions. At the same time that I'll be quitting the THC again, I'll no longer be going to coffee shops at random, and I'll be drinking an organic brand of coffee called Lards at home. I'm working on no longer fantasizing, although it's very difficult, about certain females. I won't call them women, I'll call them females, that I set my eyes on recently, and I'm going to stop beating myself up for being a man, and realize that by being a man, and by being a godly man, I'm going to desire women to have family with, and to protect, and to teach, and mentor. It's in my nature as a spiritual man to want to take care of women and men. To want to warn them here at the sauna, stop being obsessed with your stupid cell phone. Be a human, okay? So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on building new websites and new channels. And I'm going to work on no longer uploading to my main YouTube channel, because I've given those people too much. Too much energy, too much information, too much opinions. And in my opinion, at the end of the day, right, there's a lot of bad energy. And the bad energy isn't my fault. It isn't my fault at all. It's the world situation. The world situation is fucked, okay? A couple basics from me to you. Water is important. I'm drinking alkaline water. I'm in the sauna. And the sauna is more than cardio to me. Any second someone's going to walk in, I'm going to have to stop recording. Okay, so I bring in water. I don't come in with a cell phone. And sometimes I come in with a book, okay? I always bring in a towel. And I always have some rocks and crystals with me to protect my energy. These people never have rocks and crystals, and hardly ever do they have bracelets. And so the 24-hour fitness demographic of people are very obsessed with the cell phone and very fearful of real conversation. And when you really start doing energy work in a place like this this type of stuff, moving the energy this way, doing some qigong, they're very, very allergic to it. In fact, a lot of the women that come in here, very few of them stay longer than 10 minutes. And so what I think really is going on is it's not really about your cardiovascular, it's about your spiritual nature. I think that it's very challenging for people to be in a sauna and sit in a sauna when they don't want to release certain demons and let go of certain aspects of their psychology, right? By sitting up here, by the way, by sitting up here at the top shelf, okay, I can now get more heat. And so if I choose to work out, for example, right, which we'll do in just a minute, then the sweat will just pour out of my body at an accelerating rate. And so I have alkaline water, but not a large amount of it, but enough to get me home, okay? Then there's the plan for after, right, the gym, to always be going to the store looking for discounted chicken or meat, because I'm not rich, I'm poor, and donations aren't really, strong right now. And so what I'm needing to do right now during the cycle of time with the solar flares bursting off is to take this passion of mine, heightened libido of mine, energy of mine, and inspiration of mine, and on and on and on, and find a healthy way to channel it. Therapists for me aren't good. They're just not good. The issues that I have, issues of feeling pain and rejection from society for being intelligent, they don't have empathy for that. They don't have experience with that, nor see PTSD. So one of the reasons I come in the sauna is for a natural way of relaxing, because I'm going to be also now quitting THC And so it's necessary for me to be in the sauna actually every single day. And at home I have a wet sauna. So I'll be in this sauna and I'll go and I'll time myself. You want to start with a few minutes, right? You got to be able to sit in the sauna for at least like up to 3 minutes. Then you want to build up to 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes, right? To the point where dry sauna or wet sauna, I would really do both. 20 minutes to a half hour in conjunction with other exercise. Now today I came to the gym, and for the first time did not start the gym workout with punching, so heavy back, but started the workout today with basically the heavy back workout, or rather the chest workout, right? And all I'm taking right now is creatine. I'm not taking pre-workout. And yes, it's about time for another wax or shave. No need to wax. But I feel that I'm in pretty good shape. And I'm ready basically, I want to say for war, but I'm ready for major projects and activity. I'm ready for travel. I'm ready for, I'm ready emotionally, mentally, and spiritually to be dating the right person. Okay? And I don't know if that's going to happen. What I can tell you is this. I really regret, I guess, the way in which I went about approaching some women that I don't think that I'm going to be approaching again, or ever talking to again, or visiting their place of work again. But these are cards, just so you can see. Okay. Okay. But on the top level is a description of the content. On the top level it reads, Spirituality, World War III, Human Trafficking, Meditations, Self-Defense, 24-hour fitness workouts, prayer, dating advice for angels, and tips on making it to paradise and out of hell on earth. Now there's a lot there. There's a lot there. But I can offer somebody this card, right, and say, is this something that you and your family and your mom and your dad and your boyfriend or your husband may find interesting? Going the extra mile and then translating things into Spanish, just because I am in predominantly a Latino community, is not something that I think that I should have to do, nor should I have to, really. Should I have to, really, translate my content into Arabic so that Muslims across the planet can finally come to an awareness of who I am and the value of my content. Because if you look at it and you look at this channel, there are a number of videos, right, discussing the spiritual side of Islam, yet where are the Muslims? Where are the fans of Sufi realities? We can see the algorithm will promote his face over mine simply because he's a white Pakistani Muslim, okay? And yet me, I'm a short brown male, fit, intelligent. I'm suffering in this world because the women and the men are not honest about not only their persecution of people that are different, but artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a master at hiding my face, my voice, even the very message. The very message and messaging and concepts, they're not conspiracies, they're spiritual truths. And there are many that are on this channel. They are buried by the algorithm. So there's the information, there's the voice print, then there's the iris scan, then there's the face. There's a number of different ways a person can be identified. Biometrics is one, as I just told you, information is another. And so literally, while humans on the ground won't be intelligent enough to figure it out, right? The humans on the ground won't be intelligent enough to figure it out. Artificial intelligence will be intelligent enough to figure it out. Who's the human who knows about the solar flares and the stage-managed path to World War III? There's me. I'm deserving of a superhuman female. In other words, these humans on the ground that I think are pretty are not high-value human beings, okay? They may be high value on paper. They may make a lot of money. They may have the nice jobs, as opposed to others that have no jobs. And they may be in complete ignorance while thinking that they are superior because of either the school they went to, or their last name, or their parents, or the fact that they're not this or that, and they're brainwashed. And that's the nightmare that many men are in now, like myself. Being that I'm heterosexual male, I don't speak for homosexuals, so it's normal for me to talk about dating. For me to be spiritual, fit, knowledgeable, and an author of multiple books, to not have a dating pool of women at my disposal to even give me, like, a nice conversation to keep me calm and relaxed so I don't end up sounding like I hate women and shit. Folks, that's fucked up. I believe that God has sent me a message that me trying to placate to women and kiss up to women and all this and get love for women is nothing but a fucking highway to hell for me. It's a fucking highway to hell. But because I've exposed shit with my given birth name, I may have made certain enemies out there that are both male and female, that hate me, that hate the fact that I'm fighting human trafficking, that will say that I am attacking women when they're the ones not doing shit to warn women about the things going on. They're crazy, folks. We have a mentally ill society that's deranged, that doesn't have normal empathy for people that are suffering. Okay? And so, we spiritual men, this conversation obviously had to happen. We spiritual men that are gifted with insight, we are being put through the fire. It is like that song from Dawkins in the 1980s. Through the fire, through the fire, through the fires of rage, racism, rape, human trafficking, war. It's through the fires that we walk. And it's through the fires that we are forged. In the same way, the samurai sword is forged and brought into being through the striking and the banging and the clinging. So too are our spirits made powerful by the beatings the soul endures in this world. And so by being a good man who has been right about so many things, by being so unloved, we end up with superpowers to where we are no longer duped by the pretty young female flesh of the earth hell, and we instead set our sights on something higher. When my body falls back into lust, it does not feel good, even though it feels good for a while. Spiritually, I cry. If I return to looking at certain content, I cry. I sob in the morning. I sob knowing that this world has made many, many men that are deserving of partners chronically single, because they're not getting on board the devil's agenda, because they don't want a whore for a girlfriend, for a wife. And so much of this world is doing that. It's complete training these women to be whores. And that's the nightmare that many of us men live in. We see these pretty women and we become attracted to them also. And because we become attracted to them also, we thus want to protect them from the other werewolves and vampires. And because we are male and we know what's in the male system and we're spiritual, not dark, we want to then protect them from the darkness that exists inside males. But the women don't understand that. The women have a programming that if we are even of a perception that there's bad pornography, if there is even a perception that women are up to no good, that we are misogynists ourselves and are not worthy of love, even if we plead with them and say, stop judging us, the information that we have for you can actually save your life and that of your children. They're not listening to that. Women and men right now that are on the hateful vibration, which is why I'm going to stop uploading my main channel, they have a talent and an ability to filter out all the positive things about somebody and then to narrow it all down to, we heard you say this, proving that they are filtering out spiritual information and simply just looking to get something on the person that they're hating, while not being forthright about why they hate that person. Why so many aspects of the society is engaging in cultural appropriation, stealing from Asia, stealing from India, they steal everything in this culture from our people, and then they repackage it to then exploit us to the next level. And so what you have now is a hateful population that hates spiritual men and women that are awake to the things that need to be fixed on this planet, because as far as I'm concerned, God is real and God is angry. And God is not happy with most of you. God is pissed, and so am I. Okay? And that should tell you something. That humanity is on a highway to hell. And if in these last days, in 2024, leading into 2025, if men like me cannot build up a basic following and basically provide for ourselves by telling the truth, then your world is fucked. Your world is marked. Portland can't be saved. Portland shouldn't be saved. Portland has a destiny, and it is to fall off into the sea. You know who, reminding you the path to the ultimate truth and place of peace starts with it.